We're back now. We're here. It's Tardis Wiki Roulette. I'm very sorry about the connection issues that we just had. That was fucking awful, and if it was inconvenient for you, it was horribly embarrassing for me. So, big ups to you for being here again. What an achievement. It was very touch and go there for a minute. It's oh dear. So yeah, I suppose I should explain the premise of the show. By the way, it's 4 years since we released our first audio drama, which is pretty cool. Pretty happy about that. Not that anyone cares. Anyway, let's yeah. So what we do is we spin the wheel like this, and then we go on Tardis Wiki, and that's the fucking show. let's start. Does anyone have any new suggestions for the wheel? Am I disconnected from fucking chat? Is that happening right now? Oh god. Alright, I need to reconnect the chat thing then. That's annoying. Let's see. I just need to fix the chat really quickly, and then I can respond to your messages. Alright. Okay. 4-year anniversary. Are we getting an Monster Doctor cameo? Kermit the Frog. Okay. Okay. I meant about the Answer Doctor cameo, not the cat. The Answer Doctor would rock camo. Yes, that's true. I don't know. Alright, let's see. That should be good. Ryan, did you notice I regenerated? I didn't notice that you regenerated. Hello, Nick. Coughing? I'll put coughing on. I don't know, I'm just feeling a bit down today, to be honest. I'm feeling a bit downbeat. I'm sorry if that affects anyone's experience. I don't know. My depression is just a little bad today, I think. That's all. Let's see. Can't gigabits a page right now. Told you so. You don't owe us anything. I hope you get better and more jolly. I hope so as well. I hope the chat gets better. The chat is like fucked right now. For some reason it's not showing new messages. Hold on. Let me try and fix that really quickly. You can G up even a little bit. I hope so too. I hope so too. Had a day like that yesterday was just ugh. Chat isn't real, Ryan. You need to wake up. We're not here. Yeah, but you're not showing up on my visual thing now. It's just stuck on the old chat, which is like broken. Let me try that. Let's see if that works. Yes. Small victories. Is so? Oh, okay. I haven't heard from so in like ages. I haven't heard from so in a little while. I hope they're okay. I hope you're good. Internet issues? Maybe. I just haven't seen them in a while. You're here for a cameo? That's good. Hello, Craig. We are just your other personalities. Okay. Let's spin the wheel. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that?
Yeah, baby.
Oh God. Okay, I guess we're starting with a random page. Okay. Random page. Sir Roger Hornsby was the head of the National Health Service in England and Wales in the early 21st century. He apologised for the sharp decline in hospital standards following the abandonment of 16 patients awaiting serious medical procedures at Garfield Hospital Trust. That's depressing. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's having a phone issue. Gotcha. RTD steals from the EDAs once more. And Nancy is like 1 degree of separation away from Brer Rabbit, which is great for me because I love that little critter. Is Nancy going to be in the new Doctor Who? And is Russell T Davies going to be writing them? Let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Oh God. Alright. Let's look up Bill Cosby on Tardis Wiki Roulette. Doesn't have one. Oh, that's good. Oh, I heard that was a black writer announced. It'd probably be them. Okay, cool. Okay. The wheel spins. I mean, there was no page. Not a damn page. Jolly as always, the wheel spins. I mean. Yeah, I know. I know. Imagine if he's the guy that brought back Krasko, though. All right, let's do it. Let's go again. Let's go again. Okay.
Yeah, baby.
Why does it do that now? Where it like interrupts the music? Oof. Okay. She literally had a Torchwood character turn into a lift shaft the hotel wanted to have sex with. We did this, I believe, multiple times. Okay. Okay, then we won't do it again. That's fine by me. We'll just spin the wheel again. That's alright.
Yeah, baby.
Katarina! Red Dwarf. And it leads to the page for the TV series Red Dwarf. There we go. Oh wow, it censored my dissing of Eurovision. Alright. All I know about Eurovision is it's Zionist and had a god awful Will Ferrell movie made about it. True. True. You can't diss Eurovision, it's against the law. Let's take a look at some of this, I guess. I never watched Red Dwarf. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Have you guys ever heard the story of Patrick Stewart? Patrick Stewart like saw Red Dwarf for the first time and assumed that it was a rip-off of Star Trek The Next Generation and was going to get Paramount's lawyers to try and sue the BBC. And then he watched like more of the episode, and apparently he got to the end of the episode and realized it was a comedy and realized it was a parody. And I think that's funny because I think it implies that Patrick Stewart thinks that Star Trek owns the idea of flying around in a spaceship, which is very funny. I love that story. Was thinking about it during my week of Star Trek near daily. He's a massive fan. He's done the Rimmer salute. My other favorite story about Patrick Stewart. There's two favorite stories I have about Patrick Stewart. My other favorite story about Patrick Stewart is there's an episode where there's an episode. I like old Stewart better than you. I don't like old Stewart. I think it's very clear as he's gotten older that he's just a creepy old man who's kind of dumb. That's what I think about Patrick Stewart. So yeah, the story that I have about him is that he once apparently accidentally fell over and cupped Gates McFadden's breasts, and his only real comment on it is that he was pretty happy that it happened. That's my other fun story about Patrick Stewart. Damn it, what do I not know? He's just kind of a creep. I don't know. He's just kind of a creepy old man. You know, he pushed really, 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 really hard to have a much younger love interest than him in Star Trek Picard. That was one of his demands for coming back. Did you hear the story about Patrick Stewart and Lala Ward? Is that the one where she gets a fucking dig on him? Are you talking about that one? Because yes, I have. There's a story about Patrick Stewart where Patrick Stewart was doing a production with Lala Ward, who plays Romana too, and Patrick Stewart like bullied her for being in a sci-fi science fiction show because he said science fiction like wasn't real art or whatever. So that's a fun thing that also happened. And I also think another one that's funny is he once said, yeah, I thought the women's roles on Star Trek The Next Generation were very stereotypical. I mean, you had the token redhead, the token blonde, the token dark-haired one. And it's like, is that just all you viewed of the characters that your other actors were like playing? To be fair, Patrick Stewart is married to a woman like 25 years his junior and likely wanted the romance to mirror that. To be unfair, I think a 25-year age gap is pretty sus. Great, another person I don't like anymore. Hey, I found, you know, one of the people I admire most in the world is Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I found out yesterday that he's a creep. So this is just tit for tat. Picard was the token bald. Did you know that Avery Brooks was kept from looking like he wanted to on Deep Space Nine, partly because of the fact that Patrick Stewart is bald? Up entirely to the adults involved IMO. Arnold also voted against marriage equality. I didn't know that. That's bad. I didn't know that. That's bad. No, the video I saw was a video of him in his 20s when he went to Rio and like he sexually assaulted a dancer. That's the video I'm talking about that made me realise Arnold Schwarzenegger is a creep. Wait, he did? Oh, I remember now. I live and raised in California since I was 2, and the fact that you didn't know. I knew about Arnold and the Maid. I knew about that. I knew about that. But that I put in the category of gross rich people shit. But, like, him doing it when he was in his 20s. And, like, grabbing women and shit for, like, he used to do those, you know, in the early 2000s, they used to do videos where dudes in MTV would, like, go to, like, Mardi Gras and shit, and they would just, like, ogle women and do things that are really questionable to women and stuff. Arnold's career before he was a movie star was doing those, and there's some really questionable footage of him. Like, he was good in Terminator 5. Yeah, no, this is the thing, is like, I still love all of his movies, I just think that he's a fucking creep. You made me not want to watch Red Dwarf. We haven't mentioned Red Dwarf once. That's just flirting in Austria. Put it in, you should put it in the category of gross gender shit, not gross rich people shit. I knew T-1000 was the better Terminator. Okay, let's spin the wheel. Let's spin the wheel. I know how much you hate it when I blame the rich, Najawin. Diegeses in universe. Okay, let's take a look at this. Oh shit, I just accidentally switched to the wrong live stream. Oh no, now it's playing the intro. What just happened? Oh god, what did it even land on just then? Diegeses, what is that? Oh god. Why are you opening a new fucking window? Just open the thing. Oh, okay, we're talking about whether stuff is non-diegetic or not. Now I know what it means. Oh dear. Play the whole intro, Ryan. Great stream. Bye, everyone. Oh, dear. Thank you for putting a smile on my faces, guys. You're the best. You're the best. I am starting to feel better. When orchestral music began playing after the Doctor's TARDIS returned to EMI recording studios, the 15th Doctor assumed it was non-diegetic. However, Ruby Sunday could also hear the music. Is the implication here that the Doctor does actually hear music in his head when he's just like going around? Does the Doctor just like hear the Doctor Who soundtrack when they're like going through their day-to-day life? Is that just something? Is that canon now? Fart sound laugh, right? It worked. It fucking worked. I'm such a child. He could always hear the score, remember, Under the Flood and Hellbent. That's true. No, the implication is that the Doctor understands he's fictional. I can hear the music playing over the show. So, like, why would he care about anything that happens ever then? Like, that works if you're a parody character, but if you're a character who has, like, proper adventures where you're supposed to get emotionally invested in shit, why would you? Ryan, are you fictional? Yes. Yes. Master hears drums, Doctor hears a kazoo. Oh dear. Like, that's a good point though. During the sound of drums, during all of that, why wasn't the Doctor just like, yeah, that's the background music, I can hear it too. Why are you being stupid, Master? Are you stupid? Why did he just do that? Because he's an elemental force of history, he's locked into acting into a specific way. it's a joke for the episode, Ryan. It doesn't seem like it. It seems like some of you take this very seriously. Behind the scenes, as explained on our Relic article, in very diegetic music is that can be heard by characters within the scene, whereas most incidental music is indeed non-diegetic. Since the Doctor does not explain what that means, there are two possible interpretations. One, this is a full wall break. There are several others in this episode. Two, the Doctor hears the same music as the audience, but generally assumes it's entirely in his head. I think it's funny. I think it's funny too. I think this joke is almost as funny as it was when they did it on Archer a few years ago. Yeah, no, I do think it's funny. I do think it's funny. It's also a joke that he definitely lifted from something else. Anyway, let's go. Let's spin the wheel again. Spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Funny, I have to equal logical. Archer like the green guy? No. No, there's an old show on it was on Fox and it was called Archer and it was like a spy parody show. It was like a parody of James Bond, where the idea is basically that the suave super spy is like a fucking mama's boy, basically, who's like it's just basically a Trump figure for all intents and purposes. Archer D's that. It's pretty good. It's pretty funny, actually. Isn't Archer still going? I don't know, because I lost all emotional investment in the story when they started doing multiple seasons where he was in a coma, and then I just gave up. Archer ran until last year. Yeah, but I stopped watching during the coma era. So, I mean, did it really? Or was that all just in the coma? What season did he come out of the coma? From what season do I start watching again? And did they change the name of the spy agency because they're fucking cowards? The coma era ended quickly. You missed it. It wasn't quick in real time. In real time, it was multiple years. He wasn't really a Trump figure. He was actually pretty enlightened. Just probably. That's true, but we know what you were talking. No, you're right. No, the annoying thing about Archer is that he was childish and capricious and misogynistic and just like a fucking awful person to be around. But he was also really, really, really good at his job. Multiple years is quick. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Okay, I'm gonna spin the wheel. Oh wait, no, we have 9 to 5. Oh, it's the Dolly Parton song. Okay. The current era passed really quickly if you lose all sense of hope. Yeah, but I don't want that. Tokusatsu! Let's see what Doctor Who has to say about Tokusatsu. I hope James Bond is the next James Bond is sexist for book accuracy. Hey, Kako Queen, that's not fair. He's sexist and he's racist. That's very important. Are you going to read the 9 to 5 page? I can read the 9 to 5 page. 9 to 5 was a song by Dolly Parton. We've done this one before. I thought the song she worked in digitization and felt it wasn't the way to make a living that Dolly Parton sang about. He should do Yellowface again, cheeky nod to the fans. Don't tempt them. It is owned by Amazon now. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Goff! He should go to space and join Kablab. Also, I don't know. Sorry. We're looking at Tokusatsu, right? I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I get really bad, when I go through like a depressive phase, I get really bad brain fog. And you're experiencing that in real time right now. So I'm sorry. Tokusatsu doesn't have a fucking result anyway. Okay. And Goth, like, is just going to be Chancellor Goth, which we already looked up. Alright, I hope you feel better soon. Thank you. It usually like, goes away. Oh, dear. Clearly. What's this about Lawrence Miles having a thing for big titty goth girls? What's that about, Najawin? We can talk about that for half an hour if you want. Didn't know Lawrence was this based, right? Okay. Gothapar Duskirial Drapolax, or Goth for short, was a Time Lord politician and occasional agent of the CIA. As Lord Chancellor, he became a pawn of the Decade Master. This is just going to be a recap. It's kind of interesting that he might be that guy too, I guess. I don't know. Involvement in the Second Doctor's run by a number of sources. Half an hour about boobs again. I thought the series would have less callbacks this era. I should be a big titty goth girl, but I have to get there the long way round. We wish you the best of luck on your journey, though, to achieving the highest state of being a human being can reach. What I want to know is, when are we going to get a big titty goth girl doctor? That's what I want to know. But yeah, we did discuss this. I tried doing Najawin. I tried doing Undying the Undying earlier. I tried running it for an hour, and I think it's why I'm depressed. It just sucked all of the joy out of me. All of it.
Yeah, baby.
Vladimir, the cockroach. We looked up this one as well. Okay, we have Pertwee already. Let's go again.
Yeah, baby.
The fish lesbian depressed you? Innuendo Squad. I know what this is about. We'll look up this. If so, I'm so sorry. It's okay. You didn't know. I think, literally, like, there's a point at it. I think it's after they do the spears coming in, where, like, my brain, like, completely shuts down, basically. Oh, dear. Yeah, I don't know. It just, I don't know. I just think I can't physically do it. Like, I think it might be a dyspraxia thing. I don't know. But I'm having a really, really hard time with it. And to be honest, doing the genocide run is fucking soul-crushing as well. I don't even like doing regular evil playthroughs of games. Let alone ones that fucking call you out. I think literally all of you except me are there. So, like, you could do a fan meetup if you wanted. Ryan Sinclair couldn't beat Undying the Undying either. I know. Aww. You need to be more evil, do incest or something, play Spider-Man 2. No! It's weird. The only one I don't really mind being evil in is KOTOR, and I think that's because the Star Wars universe deserves it because the Jedi are lame. I have only done the pacifist route of Undertale, as the other ones would make me feel bad, baby. Oh dear. I think my current plan is I'm going to try a little more on this boss, and if I just can't physically do it, I will do a pacifist run. Because I know you guys really wanted me to play Undertale, and I still want to play it, but like, this is making me hate the game. So, we'll see what happens. Oh dear. Those are both evil actions. I like being bad, it makes me happy. Venom from Spider-Man 3. I get guilty. Kako Queen, if an NPC so much as like calls me out for doing a bad thing, I feel like guilty. my unrestrained power fantasy is just having the power to help everyone. I don't know. Never, and I could just go over the G-lore if necessary before Deltarune. Najawin, you have no idea the fucking spark that just lit in my heart. The gritty on that. I know, we're getting at the point, Najawin, we're getting at the point where I'm doing mental gymnastics to like blame the game instead of like fucking like, you'll love the apparently the pacifist route is still hard. It's just not deliberately impossible and doesn't like shame you for playing the game. And to be honest, I think the genocide route is like, it's not great. It's not great. I mean, you should blame the fans. It's hard, but it's so emotionally worth it. That's why I want to play the pacifist route, because the pacifist route looks really, really well done. But yeah, the route you're on is very intentionally supposed to dissuade you from continuing. It's working. What if it's the game's fault, though? I don't think it is. I genuinely don't think it is. A bit. A bit. A bit, because it is literally my disability making it hard to continue, and they should have accounted for that when they were designing the game. Especially because this game is literally just if 2010's Tumblr was a game. It criticizes you for being parasocial and voyeuristic. I like Doki Doki. I thought that was good. I thought that was very good. They did update it for color blindness. That's cool. I like that. They never account for disabilities in games. I think they've gotten better about it in like recent years. I think Baldur's Gate 3 has really good accessibility options, and I think that the Borderlands games are ahead of the curve when it comes to that stuff. I think Borderlands does really good disability accessibility stuff. I will do Monkey Island at some point. I can't wait to do Monkey Island. I'm really excited about that one. That one's really definitely on the list. I can take criticism. I'm not a coward. I mean, the reality is, like, what I didn't expect going into Undertale was that it was going to be a bullet hell game. And I'm not very good at bullet hell games. So the whole thing has been like a struggle. I'm so excited for you to shoot at the balloons. I should have been stronger when we were deciding which route to go down. I got pacifist in my heart, but was simply too weak to argue for it. Just like a pacifist! Jab jab! Just like a real pacifist! I will say, I don't like that the game is kind of a little bit anti-self-defense. Because at the end of the day, this kid, he or she, it's not determined entirely, but they fell into this chasm, into this mountain full of terrifying monsters, and every single one of the monsters tries to kill them. And the point of the game is, you're bad if you defend yourself from these attacks by monsters. I think that's a horribly irresponsible message to send to people. I also have this problem with Doctor Who, by the way. Doctor Who also has this problem. I mean, in Genocide, you literally have to... Yeah, no, that's the thing. Genocide is a horrible experience. It's a horrible... If you're like me, and you're like a fucking bleeding heart, it's a horrible experience. Pacifism will be protected by force. Yes! Exactly. Naja, with me and you agree with this. Agree on this. Neutral was good. I liked the neutral run. I was very taken with the neutral run. And like, it's quite impressive that I was. I didn't like any of the characters, but the themes were so strongly presented and baked into every aspect of the game's design that I didn't care. I just don't need to see the fictional people as real. Yeah, that's what I do, but the problem is that once you do that and you disengage, it becomes less entertaining to, like, do. Because, like, you can't interact with them on a comedic level as much. Like, all the banter I had with Papyrus and all of the, like, funny stuff that happened in the neutral run. And in the Genocide run, I just, like, coldly steeled up and murked him. I cherish peace with all my heart. I don't care how many men, women, and children I have to kill to achieve it. Not to win, probably. I don't think that's accurate, but it was a fucking bar. As High Chancellor, in contrast to the aforementioned account, which suggested that Goff was not boring. Let's keep talking about morality in Undertale. I'm going to go to the wheel. We're going to spin the wheel again. We already did Goffs. I did our Goff Still a Fig, and it was a pretty successful video. I'm not minding this for more content.
Yeah, baby.
Ryan, are you a goth? Yes. Yes. I'm what happens when a goth teenager grows up. Yes, that is true. I absolutely am a goth, with a little bit of punk sprinkled in as well. Guys, please don't fight. They're just the day 19th of February. Did you just try and copy and paste the random... Yes! Yes, I did! I told you I was fucked today. Alright, I'm gonna get her. Carco Queen, you're a communist, that's fair. I'm not like quite all the way at communism yet, but I'm very, very close. Very, very close. On 19th of February, the following important behind-the-scenes events were known to have occurred. Invasion was recorded at Riverside Studios. Pre-filming for the Space Pirates concluded on Stage 2. Studio filming for Planet of the Dark. Are these all just studio notes? Yeah, these are all just studio notes. What are your opinions on anarchisms? Depends on the scale. I think in relatively small scale communities it can absolutely work. I don't think it's been tested enough on large scale communities for me to give an answer one way or the other. But my own kind of love for humanity and love for the human conditions leads me to believe, perhaps irrationally, that it's possibly workable. How do you solve the economic calculation problem? What is the economic calculation problem? Anarchy isn't just for villains, you know. true. I'm gonna be real not trying bigger shit for me to worry about.
Yeah, baby.
Joe! Sort of foundational to discuss. Alright, stop hyping it up, stop gassing it up, and just explain what it is. While I look up the name Joe on Tardis Wiki Roulette. Joseph, also shortened to Joe, occurs several times in the Doctor Who universe and the pertinent real world. These are listed below in alphabetical order by surname if no surname is available. There's Joe from The Dark Flame. Joe from Oh No It Isn't. Joe from Salvation. Joe from Steal from the World. Joe from Requiem for the Doctor. Joe from the comic Doctor Who's Time Tales. Joe from the comic Foghound. Joe from TV's Midnight. Joe from Scream of the Shalka. Joe from the 10th Planet. Kerry and Joe from Most Haunted, a comic. Joe from the piece of prose The Story of Festa Cat as a first name. Joe from The Face of the Enemy. Joe from Doctor Who and the Dogs of Doom. Joe from Tooth and Claw. Joe from the Moon Base. Joe from the Web of Lies. Joe from the Shadows of Avalon. Joe from the God Complex. Joe from the Talons of Wen Chiang. Joe from the Happiness Patrol. Joe from Children of Earth Day 3. Joe from Robot. Joe from Duke of Dominoes. Joe from Burning Heart. Joe from Stop the Pigeon. Joe from Time Worm. Joe, bit of a naughty one that one. Joe from Aliens of London and World War 3. Joe from Instruments of Darkness. Joe from Autumn Mist. Joe from Night Thoughts. Joe from the Turing Test. Joe from the Ambassadors of Death. Joe from Matrix. Joe from the Smugglers. Joe from the Broken Clock. Joe from the First Frontier. Joe from Exhausting Evil. Joe from the Eternity Trap. Joe from the Attack of the Cybermen. Joe from Redigan's Record. Joe from The Man Who Never Was. Joe from History 101. Joe from Curse of Fembrick. And Joe from Awakening. That is every Joe in Doctor Who. Subscribe to my channel. Fuck. Oof. Naja be like Commie detected mustard, mate. There's a field of study related to very simply problems of this nature called linear programming, and in general solving problems on the scale of the full economy would take years. It's missing too many Joes? Oh no. I'ma be real, Naja, it's 9 PM and I'm watching a Doctor Who stream. I really don't give a shit about debating economic strategies with other groups. But the economy is more complicated than linear programming. It's a non-convex system that has integral restrictions, so it's inherently... Like, if you want to do maps, do Star Trek Roulette. Okay. Let's spin the wheel again.
Yeah, baby.
Throwing! Yay! Let's look up throwing on Tardis Wiki Roulette. Jesus. The final part of Yasmin Khan's tips for getting rid of a dead body was to wait until dark and throw the body overboard. When explaining this to Dan Lewis and Eustachius Jericho in relation to the body of a waiter who tried to kill the group before committing suicide with a poison bill, she instead suggested that they shove the body overboard come nightfall when it would be quiet. I love this bit. I have it framed. I like this illustration. I think this illustration is really funny. Someone had a lot of fun making that. It's like legendary. It's like a legendary piece of Doctor Who content.
Yeah, baby.
I knew. The Ainu were the Aboriginal people of Japan. Remnants of this culture in Hokkaido suggested that during the Tokugawa shogunate, they hosted a powerful force that kept watch over the gauntlet. The entry for the gods of the Ainu in the Book of the War was missing. Philemon Smallcoat had studied the Ainu, Mayakai, and Hawaiians. During Michael Brookman's production of Muju in the Ghost Kingdom, the plot was interrupted by Quish Shui's appearance and Brookhaven's own entry into the story. The battle was slowly surrounded by many Ainu depicted as generic Hollywood warrior natives before the manifestation of their god. Okay. Let's I have been eaten by geese. Oh.
Yeah, baby.
Man, I love crows. Best bird of all time, honestly. They are pretty great, yeah. They're like super intelligent. Slay! You can mute it. Oh dear. A sleigh was a means of transport. Santa Claus sent a sleigh pulled by a reindeer to the first Doctor, John and Gillian, to take them to his house. At Hyperville, Europe's largest shopping mall, in 2013, the 10th Doctor encountered the Snow Queen, who, like Santa, chose to travel in a sleigh pulled by reindeer. In a dream Crab-created dream, the reindeers Rudolph, Donner, and Blitzen flew around Clara Oswald's home after the Santa sleigh crashed on the roof. The sleigh once ran out of flying power in Lapland on the 24th of December 2018. That said, the second to last Bioshock stream was a full-on political debate for the majority. Yeah, but that's because Najawin said that Luigi killing that dude had nothing to do with healthcare and was just a random act of violence. He said something really stupid and we all had to jump in. Okay, that's why that happened. Alright, let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
Lee J. Yong. I think it's up to crows to decide what gender they are. I think it's up to them. Have you seen the German version of the Doctor Who Season 2 trailer, Ryan? No. Why is the German version? What's different about it? Hello, how's the stream going? Good. Good. Lee Jae-yong was the second South Korean in space in 2015. He made a video of himself singing and dancing Gangnam Style on the International Space Station. He was killed when the station was destroyed by a Hyperion falling to her. This feels racist. This feels really racist. I believe they accidentally leaked some stuff, then took it down. Has a lot more stuff. Should I be looking into this? Should I be looking this up right now? Hang on. Let's look together as a family. Let's leave these troubles behind us. Let's leave these troubles behind us. Doctor Who Season 2 German trailer.
Hello.
We are the Fantastic Nine. Okay, let's go. Let's have a look. Wow, imagine being precise with language. It does whether you're precise or not, it does sometimes come off like you're using big words to bash people's heads in rather than actually making points. And you do sometimes take some very, very strange sides on things. Like, you are the person furthest to the right in this chat. Like, that is a fact, dude. Anyway, let's watch this German trailer.
Hello, I'm Shuzi Gatswa.
And Edu from the newest season of Doctor Who.
We cannot wait for you to see everything.
Don't copyright claim me, BBC. This is transformative content, BBC. See, he's wearing a brown coat and I think it's quite nice. That's commentary, BBC.
We have in the works. But for now, we hope you enjoy this sneak peek at the up.
Oh, this is the wrong trailer? Which is the correct trailer? Did they take it down? I think they took it down, guys. Yeah, I think they took it down. You're a very standard social democrat. I don't know if that's true, dude. I've never heard a social democrat argue that game company CEOs should take multi-million-dollar bonuses before, and the workers can basically go fuck themselves. But you've argued that before. I don't think you're a social democrat. I mean, see, there's the problem, America. All right. I thought I was the most right-wing because I don't have many solid opinions. A lot of people who don't have many solid opinions actually support a lot of left-wing shit. Actually support a lot of left-wing shit. Did you know that the majority of Americans support Medicaid for all, and the majority of the Americans support taking down Citizens United? It's never going to happen because of capitalism. But, well, until America stops being capitalist, which may very well happen now in the next few years. So that's good. I'm not finding this trailer, guys. Sorry. Social Democrat standard edition.
Yeah, baby.
From what I've seen, the right is just like evil. Yes. Never met a social democrat who's pro-gentrification either, but here we are. The YouTube channel Kiwi Deutsch has a bootleg version of the trailer. Oh my god, we're fucking going. Thank you Jam Jam. You're a shining star. Let's do this fucking trailer reaction then. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I'ma look this up. You're saying most of the literature these days supports it, what, gentrification? The thing is, dude, like, Google donated a load of money to Donald Trump, so now why can we even trust any of that information anymore? Why should we trust any of that information anymore? Oof. Okay, Kiwi Deutsch. Doctor Who Season 2. Let's find this. The Confused Adipose, BBC. Kiwi Deutsch. I think I misspelt it. I think I misspelt Deutsch. Oof. Yeah, I think I misspelt Kiwi Deutsch. Shit. None of these are the right thing. Oh, I found you. I found you, I think. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the videos. Oh yeah, they had all kinds of stuff, huh? But where's Doctor Who? I'm not seeing it on here. Oh! Oh! What is gentrification? Gentrification is when you take a historically black neighborhood, you introduce a load of white businesses that outprice the residents, and then the residents have to move out, and then white people move into that neighborhood, and it becomes a rich neighborhood, basically. And that's what's being argued as a good thing here. It's extremely destructive to poor black communities, but it does benefit rich white communities. Like, it actually, like, ruins lives and communities. And if you're going to say every study backs this up, I would like to see some of those studies. Because, I mean, according to the White House, Trump has an 82% approval rating. Yeah, Ryan said it perfectly. Really cool idea, totally. Okay, let's take a look at this trailer.
Ich bin der letzte der Time Lords. Von einem anderen Planeten.
That's who they've got voicing the Doctor.
Eine hochentwickelte Lebensform. Und ich habe lange auf deine Ankunft gewartet. Ich bin der Doktor.
Doktor wie?
Nur der Doktor?
Alles klar dann. Bin ich die Schwester.
Gutes Team.
This is weird. This is bizarre.
Wann kamst du her?
Vor 2 Stunden.
Es war vor 6 Monaten. Das bringt dich nach Hause. Sie ist von innen größer als von außen.
Bring mich nach Hause.
Wir müssen uns nicht abhetzen, denn...
Okay, so we know that those things are space cops, and we know they're going to impound the TARDIS in their first adventure, and we know that him getting his TARDIS back is going to be the end of the first adventure. That's cool.
Das ist eine Zeitmaschine.
Boom, denn... Wir müssen uns nicht abhetzen, denn...
Das ist eine Zeitmaschine.
Boom.
What is that? Why has he got a gun? Award-winning dub. Sounds just like him. Hang on. This is where I find out that Doctor Who has had the same German voice actor since 2010, and this person has voiced Jodie Whittaker and Peter Capaldi as well. I can't find it. I can't find it. I can't find out who this man is. I can't find it. Okay. Okay, according to Google's AIR overview, gentrification is generally considered harmful because it often leads to the displacement of low-income residents from their neighborhoods due to rising property values and rents, particularly impacting minority communities, even though it can sometimes bring improvements like better infrastructure and amenities to a neighborhood once all the minorities have been forced out. Yes, therefore it's seen as a double-edged sword, negative impacts outweighing the positive ones. And then it has papers from the Stanford Report, Georgetown Law, and Robert F. Smith, all coming on the negative side of it. According to study.com, it is primarily seen as negative. I had to go down quite far to find a website called buildingtheskyline.org, which says that it's a mixed bag. But yeah, those opposed to gentrification claim it promotes a series of negative impacts on residents. They say it pushes up housing prices for the poor, as well it irrevocably alters the vibe of neighborhoods, erasing its gritty, authentic soul with cold glass towers for the ultra-rich. Just as importantly, it drives the displacement of low-income families from their communities, forcing them to seek out cheaper shelter or further away. Gentrification attracts expensive chain stores which don't hire local workers and who sell products that the low-income residents either don't want or can't afford. In short, opponents say gentrification is bad because it pits the lower income incumbents against upper income entrants who always seem to win. So I have to ask, for the average person who gets directly affected by this, how the fuck is it good for them? I'm asking this as a former homeless person, by the way. I don't see how this is good. I don't see how this is good. And I do know from my own experience in a neighborhood that was gentrified, it led to a lot of crime and displacement. I just don't see how it... I see how it's good for really rich people, but like, fuck them. A mop was a long instrument used principally for cleaning in a process known as mopping, but which could on occasion be used as a martial arts weapon. That is true. That is true. Although one end of it is a little heavy, so you kind of have to account for that. Also, you get less good local businesses. That's true. It destroys local businesses. Okay, our results indicate that on average the demographic flows associated with the gentrification of urban neighborhoods during the 1990s are not consistent with displacement and harm to minority households. In fact, taken as a whole, our results suggest that gentrification of predominantly black neighborhoods creates neighborhoods that are attractive to middle-class black households. What about the low-income black families that already live there? What about them? I care about them most, to be clear. And I'm not seeing any positive outcomes for them in your own results. Read the study? No. A cleaner at a banquet looking for a mop to clear up a coffee spillage. The defender claimed to be a specialist with mops specifically in regards to martial skills. He once bopped the Sixth Doctor with his mop after Dr. Frobisher and Dr. Ivan Asimov intruded on the Acker ship. When Rory Williams met the 11th Doctor following spending nearly 2,000 years guarding the Pandorica, he noted that the Doctor was carrying a mop just as he had been when Rory had started to guard it. The Doctor then travelled back in time using his vortex manipulator to meet Rory's past self while holding the mop. While inadvertently posing as a surgeon for King Hydroflax, the 12th Doctor told River Song that she might require a mop. when he became the caretaker of the Dead of Endangered Languages Department of the Multiplicities. Cleaning duties included giving the floor a meticulous mopping every day after dusting. Okay. Let's spin the wheel. I love how we argue about gentrification while reading the bot page. Okay. Let's look up plagiarism. Okay, the Arjab contain tales involving plagiarism. Lady Painfort described the TardisWiki Wiki as a place of secrets in which she cribbed from to learn from the Doctor's secrets. Oh dear. Alright. let's spin the wheel again. Alright.
Yeah, baby.
Have people been made? Oh! Huh! Huh! Yeah, interesting. Yeah, but like, how do you verify that? So I just looked up this study on the connection between gentrification and homelessness. And yeah, it's a pretty big fucking contributing factor to homelessness in the United States. But I mean, I guess fuck those people? I don't know. I'm leaving, I can't deal with this shit. Piss off, Naja. Yeah. Yeah, UCLA study found that between 1990 and 2015, the number of gentrified neighborhoods in San Diego increased by 18%. The gentrification wave has brought revitalization, but has also led to an increasing lack of affordable housing, which in turn exacerbates the homelessness crisis of the city. Despite some efforts to implement policies protecting affordable housing, the gentrification trend continues to transform San Diego's social cultural landscape and brings along considerable challenges for its most vulnerable residents. So, yeah. I don't see any argument that it's good for anyone other than rich people. I've not seen any argument. Peace was never an option. Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese. Be excellent to oh, San Diego. See, you're so dismissive, dude. You literally don't care about poor people, and it's very fucking obvious. Okay, let's go. Macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese, also known as macaroni cheese, was a dish. According to his wife, Haresh Chandra made the dish terribly. She said, it's sticky, it's heavy, it should be light. His daughter Rani, on the other hand, once at least claimed to have no problem with it. What she told Clyde Langer, though, was that it was like eating superglue. In 2019, the 10th Doctor mistook the mushroom raclette, which Sylvia Nova served for dinner at her house, for macaroni cheese. The restaurant Howard Johnson's in New York City served macaroni and cheese. I care far more than you. Okay, sure. Okay. Let's spin the wheel.
Yeah, baby.
I just don't care about lived experiences as opposed to aggregate metrics. I mean, those aggregate metrics are created by political think tanks that use them to launder their opinions, essentially. So, like, I don't know. Dark pod anomaly. That's yeah, and to be honest, you saying you don't care about lived experiences as opposed to aggregate metrics makes you sound like a cunt who doesn't care about human beings. I'm gonna be very clear about that. And when you upset a trans person so much that they fucking leave the chat, like, you are not the hero of this conversation. I don't know. That's just straight up anti-intellectual. I would clip Ryan now, you know. Oh my god, you have to care about both. That's horror. No, every policy has winners and losers. Yeah, but it's interesting that in all of the policies that you advocate for, the billionaire class are the winners and people like me are the losers. And you've made it very, very clear that you don't care about our lives and our experiences if it contradicts a data sheet that you were given that was funded by billionaires. So how are you anything if not just a mouthpiece for billionaires? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, do you believe that Donald Trump has an 82% approval rating because the White House said so? Because, I mean, that's that's the White House. That's the highest authority on the fucking planet. Does that just make it true? You know what I'm saying? I want a land value tax. I want free healthcare. According to the timey-wimey, the dot pod anomaly also... We did this one as well. We did this one as well. Okay. I will say Carco Queen literally mentioned having a friend who was made homeless by gentrification. It landed on Cookie Boy. Okay, the duck pond anomaly. According to the timey-wimey, the duck pond anomaly, also called the duck pond mystery of Ledworth, was the name given to the events surrounding the discovery of a temporal rift situated in the waters of the duck pond in Ledworth. The rift was a one-way court portal to Carnaby Street in 1973. It was! The ducks went to the 70s! Ryan, this page, I'm reading it, Xavier, it's all good. Originally, the duck pond had ducks. They were written out of history by cracks in time, although the pond was still known as a duck pond despite their retroactive non-existence by locals. Following the Big Bang too, the ducks evidently returned as residents resumed visiting the ducks for their company and to feed them. The location appeared for decades to be a serene spot, yet this was merely a peaceful facade. A group of teenagers discovered a journal belonging to Dr. Evelyn Hartley in the attic of their historical home in Ledworth, which included cryptic notes and diagrams that alluded experiments involving the pond and a chemical compound. I will note that the studies I'm referencing are US specific. Yeah, and in the US there's no legal barriers to a corporation just commissioning a study to say a result that they want to say. Like, that's a thing that happens all of the time. So, I mean, why can we trust those studies? Especially now. Especially where we stand right now in this moment. A group of volunteers entered this time portal with protective suits to withstand the time travel process. On the other side, they found vintage cars and fashion and a distinctly different atmosphere. I will say, and this is only like anecdotal, but even Trump supporters in like my day-to-day life are anti-gentrification because they've seen what it's done to like neighborhoods and stuff. Like, you are the only person I've ever seen defend gentrification. It happened in my city and it has led to mass homelessness. Yeah, the government sent a scientific unit to monitor the situation to attempt to learn from the anomaly and to evaluate if it was a risk to national security. Scientists and historians began studying the chemical to understand its potential effects on the space-time continuum, and local authorities considered safety measures to prevent access to the rift. All of this was reported on in issue 30139 Apple C of the Timey-Wimey. They noted that the discovery raised both ethical and scientific questions and how it existed as a symbol of the unknown mysteries that continue to exist in this world. They concluded on how the secrets of the temporal anomaly were unraveled. The story of the anomaly would continue to be told for generations to come. That's really good. I point out the McKinnon study I referenced specifically notes that 33% of income games went to black people with his diplomas, because I like... Okay, but like, were they middle class or were they working class? Because I asked you, well, what about working class black people? And you just went completely quiet. And the thing that you posted literally only said it benefits middle class, the black community. And they're already middle class. That's good. Good for them. I care about the people who haven't reached that yet and will never reach that, because of policies like these. Cookie Boy 2005 is next. Okay. There's no page for Cookie Boy! Disgraceful! Might need to add a space. Oh! Yay! We're in! Diplomas is working class, just diplomas, not degrees. Do you look down on people who just have diplomas because they couldn't afford a degree? What point are you making that? Oh dear. Cookie Boy 2005 wrote and illustrated the comic story Jenny Says Drink Gevity, an April Fool's Day installment in his series Weird Tales featuring Jenny that featured usage of Gevity, used with the permission of Xavier Llewellyn. Good shit. Love it. Love it. Love to see it. Always wonderful to see you guys pop up on this.
Yeah, baby.
Blood Heat second iteration again? We've already done this one. Why does it keep popping up? We did do this, Cookie Boy. The Grey Man's Race. Did we do this one? I think we did this one. I think it keeps regurgitating ones we've already done for some reason. Yes, we did. We did. It's some weird ancient alien shit. Let's move on.
Yeah, baby.
Did you know that the laws of physics aren't laws, Ryan? I did. I did. Just like I know that if we were doing Tardis Wiki Roulette in like the 1900s, Najawin would be arguing that it's just a fact that skull shape can determine whether someone's a criminal or not, and that there are thousands of studies to back it up. Yes, I do know that science is fluid. 7%. Phrenology, wow. You weren't expecting a phrenology reference today. We did do walkers, yes.
Yeah, baby.
That's pretty bad, man. What's what? Kilroy? We've done all of these. And I'm pretty sure I removed them too.
Yeah, baby.
Dear Lord, what is going on? Oof. Let's see. Okay. Let's go. You stopped removing things months ago, remember? Shit! This is all my fault! Consequences for my actions? No!
Yeah, baby.
You might have to take Alan out back, Ryan. Alan is just like, please remove all of these things from me. All hail the wheel! Naja, are you trying to know Yumi about the phrenology singer? Oh God. A 9 to 5. Oof. If we want to be accurate, yes. We literally just did this one today. Alan, are you all right?
Yeah, baby.
Fantastic. Did we break Alan? Okay. Russian roulette was a lethal game in which a player just places a single bullet within the cylinder of a revolver, places it to their heads, and pulls the trigger. Players would have to bet on the chance of their survival, and the last man standing would have the winnings. Owen Harper, using his avatar Glendower Broadsword, took part in a game of Russian roulette within the visual world of second reality. He would always die second, and Brenda Simone would always win the game. And we've all learned something very important today. It's pretty much impossible to change someone's mind on the internet. I agree. I agree. I agree. You know, today was supposed to be like a party stream. I was excited about the fact that it was the 1st anniversary of my audios. You know, a lot of work over the years put into those, and just kind of feel empty now, to be honest. Oh well. Anyway, let's do one more wheel spin, and then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, baby.
We can still celebrate. I mean, that's what this stream was be, but it just turned into Najawin defending racist policies, and someone went off and got upset. So, I don't know. I kind of feel like it was a bit of a fucking failure, to be honest, when it comes to that. I don't really feel like celebrating, to be honest. Okay. In a parallel universe, Tony Zed and Chip started a face painting business offering makeup for 50 pence. All right, let's try again. Let's try again and try and get a good one.
Yeah, baby.
It was going so, I know. Alright. Hanna-Barbera Studios were the producers of Scooby-Doo. Jack Harkness believed that Scooby-Doo and the Reluctant Werewolf marked an absolute low in the output of the Hanna-Barbera Studios. Three of Hanna-Barbera's franchises, Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, and the Jetsons, were among those represented alongside Doctor Who in LEGO Dimensions. Oh, good, right? That's nice. It turned into Najawin defending policies that uplift black people. Okay, buddy. Okay. I might watch Scooby-Doo later. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go. I'll catch you guys at some other time. Maybe Thursday. Be around later on Wild Magic. Doing Bioshock 2. Ryan, which Scooby-Doo character are you? I don't know. Literally still not heard a response to the McKinnish study, except Mart studies can be fake. Go fuck yourself, Najawin. How's that for a response? Bye.